Hi, this is Eve from Alavina. I hope you're well. Um, I'll say grand rising to all of you, shalom to some. The reason I'm saying shalom is going to be part of my conversation I'm going to have. I do apologise for the mess in the background. My daughter made a mess. So I was playing with her, multitasking, playing with her, doing this, that and the other, whilst all being busy. So much busy, I still need to edit the TikTok videos I made the week before. That's how busy I've been. Also, just to let you know how to deal with a lot of weasels purchasing my products, try and get freebies from me by lying about my products, saying they're poor quality and they're not. Especially from this platform. I had to put my shop on holiday because they changed the terms and conditions of my returns without really knowing. Don't like how they've done it. It's unfair to me as a seller. So it's on holiday. I'm still in negotiation with you know who on this platform. And I hope they can do the technical work and change it to the original form. The weasel who purchased my dresses on here walked away with over £100 worth of goods. Thanks to their policy. But I'm not putting them down into a negotiation with them. It's on holiday at the moment. So if you want to make purchases, if you see like some things on my TikTok shop, you have to go to my website, either allovina.com or allowings.com. Apologise for the lightning, it's the TV screen. Like I said, I'm multi-time, daughter's coming in and out everywhere. She does like have special needs, obviously, her energy is very high. So she might be bursting here, hope not for now, but hey. I'm just going to talk about, I'm going to go to the, there are a lot of weasels actually I have to deal with, not just here, yeah, on my main sites too. You know, when you put them in their place and you state that you don't run a charity, well, I can be charitable, but I don't run a charity, they go mad. And I think that's hater attitude they have, and I don't like it. There are a lot of people like that in the world, unfortunately. They see you run a business, they don't like it, they feel entitled to your size of the pie, and they don't. A trade deal on a grassroots level, a trade deal. You buy something, I deliver it. If it's a genuine problem, it's a genuine problem. Don't lie about it to get a freebie. I advise you not to do that because it will catch up with you later on. I've met my social circle who like that. I've got rid of. They do this with food as well. They go to a restaurant, eat the food, find little things for there halfway, and complain about they found a bug or something. Or they put it in the food. That's why. I was a trained chef before. I don't want to run a restaurant partly because of that. If I was to run a restaurant, open a cafe or restaurant, I could do that actually because I've worked in hospitality. I'll put loads of cameras in and ask a high deposit. The people today are something else, let me tell you that. I do feel sorry for people run food, places and so on. But I'll tell you not to do it. I'll tell you to be very cautious of people that are out there. Whether it's food or anything else, even my online website, you have to be careful. Scammers, fraudulent people, just be careful. I'm not going to stop running my business. I'm still going to continue because I've come far away to get here. It's not been easy. I haven't really spoken about it, but one day I will. I've come a long way, so I'm not going to just let people stop me. People who want to put my name down, put my products down, bankrupt me, I'm not going to let them stop that. Even the neo-Nazis I've been having issues with recently, not all of you guys are neo-Nazis. I did mention there was a few incidents of people practicing open rapism in my area, in one person in the school playground. There are a few, not a lot, a very small group of white women, small group, not all, are neo-Nazis and have neo-Nazi ideology. I had a confrontation with them parents, a few of the mothers as well on the playground, but I don't get into that at the moment. They know how I feel, and I know what they're about. They won't smile or say hello to me, but I don't care. I know they'll talk bad about me, but I don't give a shit, really, to be honest with you. Pardon my French, but I don't give a shit. I've dealt with racists since I was young. Yes, some can be dangerous, but so what? I'm not going to have nightmares, to be honest with you. Life for living and so on. I had to go, actually. Sometimes it brings curiosity in my head, what their ideology is and all that. I went on to, what's it called, Stormfront, they read. Actually, funny enough, I'm a bit of an eavesdropper. One of the parents, they quite, I mean, my age, I don't look old, but one of the parents are old enough to be my daughter. They talk about Storefront, a white racist about Storefront. I don't like what she said on there, and I think they're really hypnotised and believing all that rubbish on that website. Full of crap, lies, misinformation, dangerous information, to be honest with you. I don't know why it's not even gone, but hey, freedom of speech, what can I do? That's my opinion. It's a conjecture. But I feel like I said, use critical thinking. Even when it comes to government, use critical thinking. Don't be gaslit by government, marketeers, far right people, even the far left. Not to be gaslit by them too. I'm a more centralist person, like I said. Anyway, getting to that point, talking about this kind of ideology I just mentioned. This lady come on. I hope she appears up here. This morning she was having a live discussion on TikTok, and she broke it down about the tribes of Israel, Africa, Europe, about Jewish people. Right, they were saying the difference between Jews and Jewish. There's a lot of tribes in Judaism and so on, and there's a backstory behind it and so on. It was very, very deep. I mean, you need to follow her and ask questions, because it was just so deep. Because the racists talk about the curse of Ham and so on, because the Africans are Hamites, and obviously they took part of Israel as well a long time ago. It goes deep. It'll be a big history lesson, but the Suez Canal is artificially made. This is man-made. I didn't even know that. They said that Israel, Lebanon, that part of the Middle East, Jordan, all that's supposed to be Northeast Africa, really, because of the tribes. It goes so deep, and we're talking about pre-Israelite Jacob and all that, the Hamite tribes. Obviously, that's proceeding to Israelites and so on. Obviously, people who are, I'll have to be careful what I say, like Hitler, right? Hitler didn't like these people, Hitler didn't like the Jews, because of that reason their bloodline was for Hamites. It goes way back. It's complicated how they tried to. I think Canaan was 7. I think there were 7 tribes. Hamite had 4 tribes. Obviously, that parts of Africa. The lost children were probably originally from Africa, really, and they said they'll be in bondage, and they'll travel the whole of the world, and it's happening now. Look at our Dover. Look at US. Look at where they are spread all over the world to South America. It's deep. It gets so deep. I can't even express it here, but it goes so deep. That's why I'm taking it to another level, this conversation. And you need to follow her and get some intel. I think, even so we've been taught history, a lot of things been removed. And I was quite deep. I didn't even know a lot of stuff, until when I heard her speaking and explaining things and telling the truth. Like a sermon of the truth, to be honest with you. Quite shocked myself. All the tribes, all the far aways, the Middle East. Well, the Middle East, they believe it's northeast, should be northeast, but the Suez Canal divided that deliberately. But anyway, have a look at her. I will bring that video up when I've done. But please, also, if you like anything in my shop, go to my main website, alobina.com.